In the mid-1800s, London was a city bursting at the seams. It was a place of incredible progress, but also a place of immense danger. And in 1854, a terror was sweeping through its crowded streets. An illness that moved like a shadow, claiming thousands of lives without warning. The city called it cholera. At the time, the leading scientific theory was that diseases like cholera were spread by miasma, or bad air. It seemed logical. In a city filled with unpleasant smells, it was easy to believe that the air itself was poisonous. But one doctor, a man named John Snow, wasn't so sure. He believed the answer lay somewhere else. As a devastating cholera outbreak gripped the Soho neighborhood, Dr. Snow decided to do something revolutionary. He didn't just treat the sick, he started to map them. He went door to door, street by street, meticulously recording every single case of the illness. He was a detective, and the city was his crime scene. As he marked each case on his map, a chilling pattern began to emerge. The deaths weren't random. They weren't spread evenly across the neighborhood as you might expect if bad air was the culprit. Instead, they were clustered, densely packed around one specific spot, a public water pump on Broad Street. To Snow, the evidence was becoming undeniable. The problem wasn't in the air people were breathing. It was in the water they were drinking. He rushed to present his findings to the local officials, but they were skeptical, to say the least. The idea that a clear, seemingly pure glass of water could carry a deadly disease was radical, almost unbelievable at the time. The miasma theory was deeply ingrained in both public and scientific thought. They told him his map was just a coincidence. But Snow was persistent. He knew that lives were on the line with every passing hour. He argued. He pleaded. He presented his data with unshakable conviction. He urged them to take one simple, decisive action. Remove the handle from the Broad Street pump. Just make it impossible for people to draw water from that source. Reluctantly, perhaps just to quiet this persistent doctor, the officials agreed. A worker was sent to the pump, and with a few turns of a wrench, the handle was removed. And then, something remarkable happened. The constant flow of new cholera cases, which had seemed unstoppable, slowed to a trickle, but then it stopped altogether. The outbreak in Soho was over. Later investigations would prove Dr. Snow was absolutely right. The well beneath the Broad Street pump had been contaminated by a leaky cesspool just feet away, seeping the cholera bacteria directly into the community's water supply. By removing that pump handle, Snow had severed the lifeline of the epidemic. Dr. John Snow's work didn't just save a neighborhood. It fundamentally changed our understanding of how diseases spread. He became one of the fathers of modern epidemiology, the science of tracking and stopping outbreaks. His simple map proved that data and observation could be more powerful than centuries of ingrained belief. His story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest heroes aren't the ones with the loudest voices or the most authority. They're the ones who quietly observe, who dare to question what everyone else takes for granted, and who follow the evidence, no matter where it leads. Dr. Snow didn't carry a sword. He carried a notebook and a map, and with them, he changed the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the people who quietly changed history. See you next time.